Hey everybody, this is Miss Johnson. I just wanted to give you one quick tip. I had a question come up this morning during the Art Open office, and so I just wanted to address that for everybody because it's actually a really good question. And the question was, how do I get my grade up quickly? How do I help my art grade quickly? And so I wanted to share with you, there are three really important things that you need to do. The very first thing that you can do that's going to help your grade the most is to make sure that you have completed all of your lesson quizzes. That's lesson 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. All of those lesson quizzes can be completed, and you have unlimited attempts, so there's no reason for you to not make a 100. At the beginning of each of those lessons, I'm going to show you in just a moment, um, there are notes pages that you can use to go through as you go through your lesson to take notes, and the quiz questions come straight from those notes or the wrap-up. So that's the very first thing. You should have 100s or at least A's on all of those quizzes. Those quiz grades count as 25% of your entire grade, so that's a big deal, okay? The second thing is make sure that you've completed your Unit 2 test. That is due today, or in case you're watching this later, March the 8th, and make sure that you've completed that because that is an assessment grade, and the assessment grades are also worth 25% of your grade. So OMS lessons and assessments together count 50% of your grade. Um, and then the third thing is also part of assessments are your projects. And so the projects that we've completed so far, we've completed 5. Number 2 is optional. And then number 4, you had a choice of either the still life or the color field painting. So you actually have 4 projects that you need to have completed. Number 2 was totally optional, so I would not even worry about that one. But those do count as assessment grades, so they are really important. So once you've completed the OMS lessons and you've gotten all of those up to 100s or at least A's, make sure you've completed Unit 2 test and you've prepared for that beforehand. There are some preps things in the plan as well as in your announcements in your class, in your art class. And then third, make sure that you've completed your projects. And as you complete your projects, your grade will continue to rise. So I hope that's helpful. I do want to show you how to, the quick way to go to those lesson quizzes. So I'm going to pause the video for just a second and change my screen, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to show you the easiest way to go back and quickly get to those lesson quizzes that you need to complete. So this is our home page, and I'm looking at this as a student. Actually, no, I'm not, so let me view it as a student. So this is our home page, and what you want to do is you want to click on your grades tab. Now, I've shared with you guys before that this is a really important tab, okay? You should be checking your grades all the time to see if you're missing anything or if you need to redo something, or if I have given you comments or if there's a rubric associated with your assignment. But I want to show you right now the easiest way to access your notes for a lesson and the lesson itself and the quiz. In your grades tab, okay, you can notice I just clicked on the grades tab, and this is my grades. Now this is showing nothing because this is just a pretend student, so it's not going to have any grades. But you can see under each lesson there are notes for you, okay? So, and a link. There's a link there that says OMS Lesson 2.01, and then there's the link for the quiz. If you click on that OMS Lesson 2.1, it's going to take you to the very beginning of that lesson, which is going to be the notes page that I've created for you. So you can either pull those, you can download those. If you click there beside on the little drop down, you can download them and save them to your computer so that you can use them during your quiz. You can also download them and then print them and put them in a notebook so that you have them really quickly accessible. So that's a really good tip. Now, once you have gone through the notes, the very next page is going to start the lesson. So once you've gotten your notes, you want to open those up so that you can go through them and fill information in as you work through the lesson. Now, some of you may not know this, but there is a tools bar right here that is really cool, okay? So if you get tired of reading, now hopefully no one ever got tired of reading, but if you did, there is actually a place that will read for you. The computer will read it for you. So if you click that one and point at any spot, it's going to start reading. Now, if you just click the play button, it's going to start from the beginning of whatever page you're on and read for you. So I just wanted to share that with you. There's also a select a screen mask, so you can mask the screen if you want to follow along like that for yourself. Lots of really cool tools that you can check out. Wanted to share that with you, but I also want to make sure that you know, this is the really important part, that whenever you are in your grades tab, every single assignment, not just your lesson quizzes, but every single assignment is going to have underneath it, if Ms. Johnson has done what I need to correctly, that is. Sometimes the links don't work, and if it doesn't work, you just need to shoot me an email and say, hey, Ms. Johnson, this is not working, and I'll fix it for you. But every single assignment is going to have a link to either instructions or the lesson page. If it's a test, for example, down here for the vocabulary test, there's the Quizlet link there and the password, and then there's a link right there for the actual test. For the for Unit 2 test, down here at the bottom under assessments, you can see that I give you I link you to the review in the lesson. I give you a link for the wrap-ups handout that I created and shared with you in class the other day. And I also give you the GoFormative link, which is a little practice test that I created for you. And then this is the link for the actual test. Once you've gone through the study stuff, then you're ready to go take the test. And remember, you can use your notes on the test. Okay? So I hope this is helpful. I hope this is a quick and easy way. And don't forget that you need to start with your OMS lesson quizzes first. Do those first, okay? Get those completed, get those all up to 100s or A's, and then move on to your Unit 2 test or any other assessments that you have, including your projects. I hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing those averages rise. Thank you so much.